do I feel good today? It is, let me check my notes, August 18th, 2023. This is the Early Edge, your daily, and I do mean daily, sports betting brand of record. We are powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine, the best value in all sports betting, and it's not close. My man Freddie Bear in the chat says it best. Good morning, Early Edge fam. Let's get these nuggets on this glorious Friday. Now, yesterday, you guys know what I say all the time. We just want to win more than we lose. Technically, we did that. Not a lot, but it was technically a bounce back. 6-4, led by the two that are on opposite ends of the spectrum. The rivals, 2-0. The counselor on one side, buckets on the other side. The chat's already saying, should we run that Colin Morikawa 2-ball back today? I say, hell yes. Or we may have other round 2 picks for you. Now, I am blown away. Before I get to the stars of the show, by your loyalty. I am blown away by your loyalty. You have grown this channel as we move to other platforms very, very soon, faster than I ever could have imagined. Many of you watched it live, but if you did not watch our 3 different NFL Futures episodes, well, they are live in your feed on this channel right now. And I implore you, grab your paper, grab your pencil. We have exotics. We have win team totals. We have conference division, Super Bowl winners. We have everything. 3 different shows. Take the time. You have a little bit of time until the start of the NFL season. But the beautiful part about today is that we all do different things. We all live in different places, but we all come together for one and the only Big Pick Energy Friday. Oh, and I know. Don't even type anything in the chat right now. I know what you're all going to say. So there's no chip this week, but what did we do? What did we do? We brought back buckets for the first time in several weeks, and we've got a new member of the Big Pick Energy family. Hashtag the crew for a reason. Sniper, you are more than a willing participant, and I love having you on the show today. Good morning, Sniper.
Good morning. Hey, I could use a little bounce back. I'm in a bit of a mini slump here. I was actually 8-1 on Sunday on HQ, but since then here on Early Edge, I'm 0-3. Although I did hit the Alonso home run prop last night, so I guess it would be in baseball terms like I'm 1 for my last 8, but the one was a big home run. So let's get things back on track today.
You're darn right. You're darn right. Now, I knew you guys would do it, even though I told you not to. You said, where's Chip today? He's on assignment. Why? Because he has to do his homework. Why? Because he's going to be on our Wednesday college football show every single Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So he's on assignment this week. But this man is not. Counselor, give me some days.
I'll give you 20 days. 20 days until NFL kickoff, otherwise known as Ed Reed, the second best safety of all time. And by the way, the second best safety to ever go to the University of Miami, where I am right now. I can't wait. Listen, 20 days is nothing, which, by the way, means we're 8 days away from seeing some college football. Let's get it started.
I love that. Absolutely love that. Now, by the way, your Commanders announced that Sam Howell will be your starting quarterback. How do you feel about that, Sia?
I love when Adam Schefter breaks news that everybody already knew. So, yeah, I mean, I feel great about it. It wasn't going to be Jacoby Brissett. It was always going to be Sam Howell unless there was some sort of injury or some major regression. So, listen, I don't think Sam Howell is the future of the Washington Commanders. I don't think the name Commanders is the future of Washington either. That's going to change as well. But, listen, Eric Bieniemy is there. So maybe if they can just be on the same page, and if the offensive line is a little bit better than average, then I think this Washington team is going to be better than people think. Their defense is elite. Make no mistake about that.
I think we're going to be playing a lot of unders for the Commanders across the board this particular year.
And shouldn't 20 be Barry Sanders Day? Come on. I mean, I know I'm partial to running, but still, 20 is Barry Sanders.
I agree, Sniper. A little embarrassing.
I mean, listen, can I'm saving some meat on the bone for the chat so that they can get involved.
Oh, okay.
The Ed Reed thing was really to rile people up because
all right,
second best safety, then Barry Sanders is left out.
It's like how we left Deion Sanders on 21, and now we're leaving Barry Sanders on 20. I see it. All right.
Wow. I feel like we're starting another rivalry right here, right now.
Playing chess, folks. Playing chess.
Now, this final man. Yes, he went 2-0 yesterday, and trust and believe that our chat on that we have, I wish you guys could see it, at the second it won, Buckets had a text come through. Now, Fresco says, Coach, can we please see if there's money in the budget to get Buckets a full-time bodyguard just like Messi? Protect our golden goose. What have we created? Good morning, Buckets.
Good morning, Coach. I finally get to play, so I'm going to do this. We are Ole Gunnar Solskjaer days away from the NFL season. That is a former Manchester United Norwegian legend and a Man U manager, so I finally got one, Sia. And also, if we're 8 days away from college football, we're also 8 days away from your boy's birthday, Coach. So let's have a great day, everyone.
Oh, snap. The man's going to be 22. All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, let's get into it. We had a lot to talk about today, but we're going straight to Bucket's favorite game. Pick the prop. That's right. Here's what our SportsLine model has for us. And yesterday, we cashed with Peter Alonso straight to center field off of, who did Sniper tell you? Adam Wainwright, thank you for coming. So here's our 5 names. Aaron Judge plus 225. Shohei plus 250. Kyle Schwarber plus 275. Lutheraport plus 400. And Peter Alonso as plus 500 today. Now, Sniper, I'm going to come to you with this little nugget. I saw an article yesterday that put the value at Shohei Ohtani for his new contract at $791 million. You're up.
Yeah, no, he's not going to get that, I don't think. Although I will say, like, as I started to say, no, he's not going to get that. There was a little voice in my head starting to argue. So he's going to go over 600. I will say he's going to be over 600.
Wow. That'd be amazing.
Anyway, Alonso at plus 500 here is very, very enticing. But I'm going to Luis Robert. He's facing Rockies pitcher Peter Lambert, who has given up 7 home runs in only 24 innings in Coors Field this year. Robert has 32 home runs this year, 2 in his last 5. He's never played in Coors Field before. I think he's really, really going to like it, especially against Peter Lambert. So I'm on Luis Robert for this one.
All right. I like that number, plus 400. By the way, look who's in the chat as we speak. Our 5-tool player, AB. He's a part of the Exotics episode for the NFL Futures. He was amazing. If you have any questions for AB, no, AB, you can't. You're doing a great job running this brand, but no, not 600 million. Any questions for AB, college football, NFL, you name it, he will answer them in real time. All right, Counselor, I'm coming over to you. Who's going the yard today?
I got to piggyback off Sniper. I mean, I really like Robert in Colorado specifically. Lambert was actually pretty decent in July, not so much in August. His last 3 starts have been pretty bad. And I don't want to just copy Sniper, so here's what I'm going to do. He's going to hit 2 home runs in Colorado. Luis Robert is going to hit 2 home runs tonight in Colorado. You're welcome, everybody.
Nice.
I tell you what I'm going to do. If that happens, I'm going to send $100 to our new favorite charity that you have opened us up to. So if that happens tonight, 2 home runs, $100 for me. Anybody else want to follow me? Sia will put the link out if it happens. All right, Sia?
Sounds good.
All right. Now, see, Buckets, I give back. I'm not like you where you just put out winners and you don't give back. So where are we going today, sir?
Well, I'm also on a little bit of a mini slump with the pick the prop here, as I've now missed 2 in a row here, Coach. So I'm not going to overthink this anymore. I'm going to go back to where it all began, and I'm going to go off the board for Jorge Soler. He is playing today. I triple checked. He is. Yeah. Oh, he's at least their team is playing today. Hopefully he does too. But that's currently plus 300. So for me, it's a good shout to get back on the board.
Not a bad spot. Tony Gonsolin in Dodger Stadium at night. That's not
that's
a
what
bad
I was
spot,
thinking.
Buckets.
Tony Ryan Gosling playing tonight. You got to be careful.
Sniper, please do not fan the flames. Do not fan the flames. Start time at 10:10 p.m. Eastern time. Last night, by the way, your little Mookie Betts, because he has a smile, so he's going to hit a home run thing. The final score was 1-0 last night. I had the Dodgers on the money line, but it was 1-0. Thank you, Buckets, for nothing. Now, as many of you know, we are starting to ramp up how much we work. We're starting to ramp up where the crew is. And I don't care. If you download that CBS Sports app and all those little selections at the top, you hit one of them, I guarantee you, at some point, you'll see a member of the crew, especially here.
Get breaking news,
big news coming out of the NFL today,
highlights, and instant reactions.
The largest final round comeback in tour championship history. We're down to the final four.
I just want to take time to analyze greatness.
Talk winners and losers with a guy who's already a big winner.
CBS Sports HQ. It's all sports all day long.
And I cannot believe the schedule that we have today of crew members on HQ. Look at this motley crew. Danny Brasco, that means UFC 292 is on Saturday in Beantown. Sia Nejad, M Squared at 6 p.m. Eastern time, getting you set for the night in sports. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern, you want to do a little live betting? You want to look forward to the weekend? The Counselor, AB, Buckets. Buckets, what are you hitting tonight on HQ, by the way?
We're going to be talking about everything English Premier League this weekend, Coach. We'll have multiple picks for everyone on CBS.
I heard a dirty little secret that you're going to be on every single Friday, not the premiering, but previewing the Premier League. A lot of P's. But you'll be here every single Friday on HQ, but only the sniper has to work at 1 a.m. Don't even worry about it. 8 o'clock is as late as we make you work because we know it's your bedtime. All right, now, Counselor. The second round of the BMW Championship just teed off. I believe Denny McCarthy and Kurt Kitayama are on the first hole as we speak. So me and you both have found some matchups we like today. So I'm going to allow you to go first.
So, Coach, this is really great because I'm just now, spoiler alert, I'm looking at Coach's picks right now, and one of the two was a heavy lean for me. So I'll wait for you to get to those picks, but okay. I like both of your picks. Everybody stay tuned. The other pick I like is Victor Hovland minus 140 over Wyndham Clark. Now, Wyndham Clark was actually pretty good yesterday. After last tournament, losing over 11 strokes ball striking, I mean, you knew that was probably kind of an aberration, that there would be a comeback. So he was pretty good yesterday, but coming into this tournament, in terms of a course setup, in terms of a course fit, I really like Victor Hovland more than I like Wyndham Clark, especially because Wyndham Clark tends to spray it off the tee a little bit more than Victor Hovland does. So again, Victor Hovland has the all-around game over Clark anyway. Clark has been wilting over the last, I would say, 6 or 7 tournaments. So in spite of the bounce back yesterday, I really like Victor Hovland here. I think minus 140, it's a little juicy. But if I was setting this number, honestly, the way Clark has been playing and the way Hovland has been trending, I would probably set this at like minus 160. So I don't mind the juice here. For round 2, give me Victor Hovland over Wyndham Clark at minus 140.
Wow, minus 160 over that's what you thought it would be over the U.S. Open champion.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. On a course that, of course, full transparency here at the show, that Steve Scott said was like a U.S. Open setup. The rough is very deep. You got to find the fairway. It's all about ball strikers. Look at the top of the leaderboard. It's ball strikers.
Mm-hmm.
Victor Hovland is a ball striker. Love this play today, and I love the number too. Ladies and gentlemen, AB is not the only member of the crew that is in the chat. Oh, Emery Hunt, live and in the flesh. You have any questions football related, and it doesn't matter the league or the continent. He knows it. Put it into the chat. He will answer them in real time. He's getting revved up for the football season. I love when the crew shows up in the chat. Absolutely love it. Now, Sniper, you know how we do things. When somebody goes 2-0, they get the maestro spot. So I had to put it bookends because of the Counselor and Bucket. So me and you have to go in between. You're up.
Yeah, I need to take my medicine. Like I said, I'm in a mini slump, so we're going to break out here. First up, we're going to be in Cleveland. It's a doubleheader. First game of the doubleheader. Make sure you're looking at the first game. Gavin Williams, he is a rookie. He was a first-round pick out of East Carolina, and I had a whole thing where I was going to bounce it off Chip because he's a Carolina guy. In fact, Gavin Williams went to a high school called Cape Fear High School. How cool is that?
So cool.
First rounder, yeah, but no Chip, so that kind of, collapsed on top of itself. But look, he's a high volume strikeout guy. In his last year at East Carolina, 130 strikeouts and 81 innings pitched. In the minors, 230 strikeouts and 175 innings pitched. Last 2 times out, 12 strikeouts against the Blue Jays, 10 against the Rays. Tigers today are the opponent, top 10 in the league in strikeout percentage. Over 7.5 is the number, and it's plus money. As you can see there on DraftKings, it was plus 125. So I'm over 7.5. I know that's a big number, but it is plus money, and he's a high-volume strikeout guy just coming into his own here in his rookie year. And I love the unfamiliarity. The Tigers have never seen him before, so I like a big number there on Williams. Also, I know a lot of people are down on betting anything on the Padres, and if so, just stay away. If you don't like them, stay away. That's fine. I'm going Padres team total over 4.5. They scored 15 in their last 2 games before yesterday. Yesterday, they ran into Zach Gallen, which can be a buzzsaw at times. Sia cashed on him. That was a great pick. This time they're facing Brandon Pfaadt, a rookie with a 6.91 ERA. The Padres just saw him last week. And while I love unfamiliarity for the pitcher, if they're more familiar, I hate it for the pitcher. The Padres just saw him. They had 9 hits off of him in 5 2/3 innings last week. That was his last outing. Now they get him at home. I like the familiarity, as I said, for the Padres offense. And Diamondbacks bullpen ERA in July, it was 6.04. In August, it's 6.10. Even if they don't get to Pfaadt, which they will, they're going to get to that bullpen.
The sniper absolutely on fire this morning. I absolutely love it. Now, 2 down, 2 to go. But before we get to my cash with the coach picks, you guys know we're getting set for a big unveiling here at CBS. So here's a word from one of our new incredible partners.
Driving into the stadium, seeing everybody tailgating, I get that ready to go feeling.
You know, to walk through the fan section over there and see that many people excited about football, so I'm really looking forward to it.
You get away from football for a little bit and then you start missing and you get that itch again.
For me, that first catch is everything. Once I get one catch, I'm in the zone.
Getting back to football.
It's been too long.
We can't wait.
Can't wait.
We can't wait.
We can't wait.
And we can't wait to expand our coverage here of the NFL. So many new things are happening at CBS, and we are thrilled to be a part of it. All right, let's go back to the BMW Championship. I've got 2 big picks that I absolutely love. I couldn't get out of my head Steve Scott saying U.S. Open setup. And there are certain players that play that style of golf a little bit better than others. My number 1 play. And both of my plays today actually shot 4 under yesterday. I love Ricky Fowler over Keegan Bradley minus 130. Fowler gained over 2 strokes on approach, which means he's hitting it close to the hole. He's finding the fairway, which is paramount. You got to be driving it well. Keegan Bradley, kind of a ho-hum day. He's a grinder. Fowler's a grinder too, but he also scores. So I'll take Fowler in my first play. Second play, actually a U.S. Open champion who went to Northwestern, who played in the Chicago area, who set after his 4 under round yesterday and said, I was elated when I saw this course on the playoff schedule. When a player likes a course, they just tend to play better. So the juice, it's a little bit high, but today it's most certainly worth the squeeze. Matthew Fitzpatrick going one-on-one with the sorry, that was a long time ago. Adam Svensson is who he's going one-on-one with today. Svensson's brand new. This is the highest he's ever made it into the playoffs. He's a young cat. The heat's going to get to him. I love my 2 plays today, Fitzpatrick and Ricky Fowler. Now, Nick in the chat is saying, hey, Coach, where is the here or there parlay? Well, I'm going to tell you where it is. We have decided in meetings we're going to tighten it up. We're going to streamline things. And we didn't feel like we wanted to continue to give something to you that didn't hit very often. We're not like most sports books. Plus, Buckets is very, very busy. He needs to be locked and loaded on the big stuff. We'll still do the Turkey Super League. Don't even worry about it. But today, as I look at my notes, these are exactly the 2 that I were going to pick. It's amazing when you're a hashtag next level capper. So, Buckets, I don't know how it happened, but you have earned the maestro spot. You're up.
Coach, when we are welcoming back Eins Bundesliga, there is no time for anything else besides Eins Bundesliga. We have the inaugural match this afternoon between Werder Bremen and my club, the love of my life, Bayern München. Now, Bayern München are coming off of an embarrassing Super Cup loss to RB Leipzig, in which they lost 3-0 just last week. Manager Thomas Tuchel said that in an interview after that it was one of the most embarrassing moments of his career, especially since Bayern München just spent 110 million euros on picking up new English striker Harry Kane. Because of that embarrassing loss, and now that Kane has had some time to gel with the team, I am expecting not just a bounce back, but a violent bounce back this afternoon. We're taking Bayern Munich to have over 1.5 goals in this game in the first half, which is currently sitting at minus 125 here for our first pick. And then for our second pick, Coach, you know that when league... Oh, comes back. We have to make a pick for this league. We've got a great matchup between newly promoted FC Metz taking on one of the giants of Ligue 1, Olympique Marseille. Marseille have had to play a couple Europa League matches here recently, so they might be on tired legs. But frankly, it doesn't matter if you're on tired legs because us five combined, could probably beat FC Metz right now. This team is just outclassed through and through, and they do not stand a chance, regardless of who they play. They had a baptism by fire last week in which they played Stade Rennes and lost 5-1. Marseille is going to take care of business here, no problem. Take Marseille over 1.5 team total at -125.
All right, so let me ask you this, because many out there might be a little bit confused. Your first play, is that Bayern Munich team total over 1.5 in the first half, or as the game so the other team can score as well?
I do like both, but for the official play, it's just the game total over 1.5. Doesn't matter where the goals come from.
See, really, really smart, because if you play Bayern over 1.5, I'm looking at my book right now, and it's -110. So it's in that -110, -120, but you're adding the other team. They need 2 goals in the first half. It doesn't matter who scores them. Brilliantly done, Buckets. I had to back you up with my next level soccer capping. Counselor, go.
Real quick, a couple people asked if I wanted to run and even on Twitter, if I wanted to run Morikawa back over Jason Day. On Twitter, I mentioned that I'm probably not going to do it at -140, but it is a lean for me. So if you want to make that play, Jason Day just wasn't very good yesterday, and Buckets isn't very good right now. And Morikawa was way better than Buckets yesterday as well. So
sorry.
With that said, keyboards are flooded as we speak. With that said, I do like it as a lean. And there's one other thing I want to distract everybody with, and it's a first five when it comes to the Red Sox. I was actually waiting for that line to come out. It didn't come out until about 15 minutes ago for some reason, even though we knew who the pitchers were going to be. It's a lean for me right now. I might tweet it out, and it's definitely going to be the subject of what I'm going to talk about at the 6 o'clock hour on CBS Sports HQ. So stay tuned for that. Again, I just kind of want to look at some other information. Why was that line delayed? Are there players potentially out on either side? But it's definitely a lean to take Brian Bayo first five at Yankee Stadium.
Your professionalism is unmatched.
That was impressive that you kept thundering away.
Buckets, what happened? What are you doing?
I attempted to stealthily take a sip of water during Sia's fantastic take there, and it ended with both my lap and keyboard drenched, Coach.
Someone previously suggested that Buckets needed a bodyguard, and I think he does, but in a completely different context.
He needs to protect himself from himself. So just so you know, they're $79.99 at Best Buy. How do I know? Because I just did the exact same thing to mine. I had to get a new one yesterday. Mine was chocolate milk. I kid you not. So as much as I want to tease Buckets, I just did the same damn thing. Now, I didn't do it on national television, but I did the same damn thing. Oh, the links you will go to entertain the people, Buckets. The links you will go to.
I wish that I did that for entertainment purposes. I'm not trying to kill my baby here, my keyboard.
His baby here, his keyboard.
Coach, it lights up. See?
Oh my God! So you didn't? It's a
big
second grader right there. Look, Mrs. Smith, it lights up. All right, grab your paper. What are you doing? See the shot, Victor Hovland over Wyndham Clark. And then I'm going to stay in the BMW Championship. I'm going to go Ricky Fowler round 2, -130 over Keegan and Matthew Fitzpatrick. Reminder, he played in Chicago his entire college career. He loves this golf course. -150 over Adam Svensson. Then the sniper, 2 big plays. Gavin Williams over 7.5 strikeouts plus money. We love that. And the Padres team total over 4.5. Hey, if you don't want to play this, like Sniper said, you don't have to. I am. But if you don't have to. Then Buckets, 2 big plays. The first game in the Bundesliga, which we love, usually means goals. Well, we think there's going to be at least 2 in the first half, -120. And then Marseille. Just get used to just blindly team total over 1.5. It's just simply what we do. A reminder, do not forget 3 different NFL future episodes in your feed right now. If you missed any of them, you will want to have your paper and your pencils for those. Team totals, player props, league, everything. EC, Counselor, RJ White, AB. Of course, I hosted all 3 of them. the best information you will find anywhere. And for more preseason football picks, Early Edge and 5 later today at 4 p.m. Eastern time. I told many of you earlier this week the show's going to go away when NFL season starts. Not right now. Still have a couple more weeks. But we have so many primetime shows, we had to make an executive decision. But we will flow just like we always do. Oh, what a good Big Pick Energy Friday. I love it. Absolutely love it. So with all that being said, there's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these Big Pick Energy Friday tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire crew, Lobo, Counselor, Sniper, even Buckets. And let's not forget about the snake always on the ones and the twos, making this show look like $1 million. I am simply the coach trying to keep this train on said track. We grind for you so we can win with you. Have a great weekend. Pay it forward. Be kind. And we stick together always at the early edge. Good luck.